and all the girl parents that live in the UK, US, Canada, etc. So every afternoon for the past few days, we come on live and we talk about the struggle that our daughters in the diaspora are having. I usually would share, insights and a few solutions to offer. I mean, right now, that's all we got, solutions, okay, where we can help our daughters, support them. Sorry, please excuse me. Admin, can you please put on this light? Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about a question I excuse me, I heard a parent complain about some time back. She said, Aunty Etima, I don't understand. My daughter has forgotten. I mean, totally forgotten everything that has to do with our state of origin, Nigeria, everything that has to do with Nigeria. Like, she doesn't even want to hear it. It sounded funny, it sounded funny to me. But then I remember that I was having a session once with a girl in the UK, and I asked her where she was from, and she didn't know. She said, I, I'm like, this fraction of a minute, go and speak to your dad. So I heard her, she was on speaker, and I was listening to her asking her dad. And I said she's from Ogun. And she goes that, oh girl, oh girl. Over the weekend, some of my queen daughters too were not able to even sound their states of origin. These things are not cool, dear parents. They are not cool. Honestly, let's just call it what it is. They are not. It's not okay for our girls to not be deeply rooted in their roots, deeply rooted in their culture, in their heritage. I'm not saying that those of us who live in Nigeria, our children are perfect with, their roots, their foundation, and all that. But when you take them out of Nigeria, you have more work to do. For me, I think the greatest problem is the fact that girls girls are heavily connected and heavily drawn to their foundation. The other day, my children were saying that we should go to Calabar for Christmas. I'm not understanding. For summer, I want to go around the world. My children want to go and see their grandparents. Hello. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? They started saying these things since last year. Hello, Mrs. Esther. God bless you, ma. You want to go home to your grandparents. That's what they want. That's girls for you. My son was neither here nor there, but my daughters were like, yes, yes, let's go. Let's go and see grandma. Let's go and see grandpa. And then we just yanked them off, cut them off from their roots. They're not in touch with their grandparents. They're not in touch with their state of origin. They're not in touch with their uncles, aunties, people that they know as family. They won't tell you that that's what the problem is, but that's the problem. They feel empty. When a girl feels empty, she feels that void on her inside. She starts to look for things to fill it up. She doesn't even know that's her problem, unfortunately. She doesn't even know that's her problem. But these are the things that we diagnose. Yes, so we're doctors, girl doctors. We diagnose their problems. You find out that there's a sense of non belonging that is adversely affecting our daughters. And so, of course, we're not going to blame the girls. We're going to blame you. Okay, we're not blaming you. We're going to hold you responsible. Yes, that's what we're going to do. I know you didn't mean it that way, but well, that's what it is now. So we have to stand up and do something for our girls. What are the things that you can do? Stop assuming that your daughter will just naturally be a Nigerian because you're a Nigerian or an African. Stop assuming that your daughter is going to love your state like you love it. She might not be. So you need to intentionally help her build moments, memories. You know what my children love Calabar all through their childhood. Almost every year went to Calabar every Christmas. My dad killed a ram for them every Christmas. My dad welcomed them. They did that thing maybe 4 or 5 times. But they're teenagers now. My elder daughter is going to be an adult this year. She still has those fond memories. So instead of just making it look like the only people in Nigeria are village people, the only people that are left in Nigeria are village people, please create fond memories about your daughter's origin. Maybe you've washed your hands off Nigeria, off Cameroon, off Uganda. Your daughters are still from there. You think they don't know that they are British citizens and American citizens just by birth or by passport, application? You think they don't know? Like seriously, because they speak for now and because they look like they know that that is not their roots. So when you see them having a sense of sadness, a sense of unfulfillment, a void, these are where the things are coming from. I'm talking about the girls in the diaspora. Please don't paint your heritage as a bad place, your culture as a bad one. When you hear me talking about where I'm from, I'm always talking. So if we have to live abroad, my children do not have a bad memory about where I'm from. No, they don't. They don't. Yours shouldn't too. Already, the world, the peers, the society where they are, the Western culture is telling them Africa is a jungle. Africa has wicked people. Africa, are we the only ones that have wicked people? There are witches inside America, inside UK. They're everywhere. They're in India. They're everywhere. So why are we always projecting our struggles, our lapses, our gaps? Why? Our challenges. Please, let's pop it all up. Let's not limit their connection to their country. I have an auntie, my mom's excuse me, last sister. I've never seen someone so connected to her home country like that woman. Her children were born and bred in the UK. They have relocated to America, but they still touch base. She was still around. I think that was 3 months ago. It's her or it's her husband. She's bringing the children, she's taking them. I'm talking about people that are full British citizens. She still speaks pidgin. Etima, I say make I just check you, make I just call you now. But you have gone to UK, gone to America. We don't know that you're from Nigeria. Abi. And you don't want these girls to feel like they have something to cherish. Yeah. You want them to just blend in, like, just try to feel among. You don't want them to have something that is exclusive to us. I don't understand. It's a struggle for these girls, feeling like they don't belong completely. Now, what else can we do as parents? I need us to talk about our home often. I've said that. Share history, share the uniqueness, celebrate our culture, our events. If they are doing Africans in the UK, go out, join them. Don't be saying, what's on Nigerians? I don't think they have work. Oh. Their bill never come. They must be new Nigerians that just relocated. JJC. I give them a few months and they'll be calm. Don't say those kind of things. Join in, be at the forefront. Let your daughters feel like, oh, this is our own. You guys are not going to get Yoruba. You're not going to understand when we start playing our Igbo songs because it's strictly for Nigerians. Let them have that feeling of it is our own. Do you see why girls love cliques? Girls love cliques because it gives them a sense of exclusivity. It's just us. It's our thing. That's why you always find girls in cliques. Why are your girls not relating with Nigerian brethren, the Nigerian brethren? Let me call it. Let me say it that way. Why are they not relating with the Nigerian brethren in the UK and in the US? Why? Why are they having to always be in the mix. Already in school, they're in the mix. They're the only ones. They're just in the mix of foreigners. They come home, same thing. Church, same thing. Yeah, I don't like to just relate all these Nigerians and Africans. They like showing themselves everywhere they go. I don't. That's a selfish thing to do or say, because all you're thinking about is yourself. If you are really thinking about your daughter, you will know that your daughter has a need to relate with people that look like her, people that come from where she comes from. Please, another thing you can do is I encourage you to keep up with your native language. Speak it at home, introduce it to them, songs, movies, etc. I was having a session earlier today with one of my girls, queen daughters in the US, and she was saying, Mommy, Mogbo, opposite, she was saying, Mommy, um, what was Ekaro? So she was just speaking Yoruba. I was really excited. I was excited to hear that even with her phonetics, she was still speaking her language. It is important. One day, one of my girls in the girls hub shared how one Yoruba boy used to abuse her in Yoruba. She said that, Etima, I'm going to deal with this boy. This boy is abusing me in Yoruba because he knows that only two of us understand Yoruba in this school. I had to, it was not funny, but it was really, really funny to me. And do you know, when we talked about it, there was a way she was, keeping her face. I felt this, it is our language. This boy, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to deal with this boy. But she didn't look as angry as she would have if it was someone from her host country. Trust me. I had a session with her for about an hour. And she felt like, should be you and me, Abby. You're using your to abuse me. I'm going to deal with you. Kind of. This guy, I'm going to deal with you. That's halfway between smiling and getting annoyed. It's that feeling of only two of us understand this language. Only two of us understand this language. Some of our girls, I don't hear what they are saying again because it is completely, and I understand. It's their school, it's their environment, it's their neighborhood. But the only thing that you have left is that your language. One of the reasons why me I cannot relocate because I don't even know how to speak my language fluently. My children were still struggling, so by the time I take them there, excuse me, as children, they will get lost. When they're old enough to go by themselves, they should be going. At least that time nobody's bullying them. I'm just kidding, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It's something that we need to take real special attention to. If you have the opportunity to visit, I have girls in the girls Hub that are coming to Nigeria this year. I encourage. In fact, for the boot camps, I tell the parents, send your children alone. Send them alone. Put them in BA. Put them in BA. Somebody will be here in Nigeria to receive them. Bam, they come straight, go to camp. After that, they enter and they go back. What is the are they stopping on the air? They will come. If you want to send them to a trusted auntie, uncle, or friend, start making arrangement. This is February, so that they are touching base. You grew up here, you're okay, as it were. But these girls need to have that connection with their state of origin. Please let us balance the identity formation. They are forming a new identity as Canadians, as Americans, as Britons. They're forming that new identity, but don't let them forget their original identity. I am in for the balance. I don't want people or my girls to be in the UK and they're not blended in fully, or they are not fully adapted. No, I want them to blend in, but I also don't want them to lose out. So you blend in, but don't lose out. Don't lose touch. It is very, very important. I encourage your girls to read African books. I mean, books from African authors, Nigerian authors. I have those books. I give my stories. My characters are majorly Nigerian names. Tolu, Bose. In fact, I'm going to do more. Yes, because when a Canadian is writing his story, he's going to use English names. Yeah. When a man from France is writing he's going to use French names. So why would I be using English names? That's why I chose to use Etima. I have an English name. I said, no, I can't even speak my language. Then I'll now come and I'll look like somebody that fell from where I don't know. Is there anybody here that can speak their language? Let me see in the comments. And please, if you live abroad, don't forget. You see, we're saying these things, it's looking like, oh, I beg we know, I beg we have been hearing. I am telling you the impact it has on your girls. I deal with them, I work with them. Throughout this week, I know how many sessions I've had with girls in the diaspora. Funnily enough, they're all diasporans. It's from one issue to the other. Some of these things are coming from a place of, this is not our nation. Let us do the one that we can do and leave the rest. My mommy will be all right. Sometimes that's the attitude that rubs off or that it comes off to. So please, I want to just encourage us. If you're doing it, please keep it up. Keep at it. Do more. Create more activities. That's one thing I really loved. I know I've shared it here that one of my queen daughters did. She said in her school she made sure that they are during cultural day, she made sure she cooked Nigerian food, jollof rice, did everything like a Nigerian. After that cultural day, they introduced jollof rice to their canteen in school. I was so proud of her. She was like, Aunty Etima, they tasted it and they all loved it, and now they're putting it in our um cafeteria menu. That's coming from a girl that refused to blend in. She not come and say, no, we're in the UK, and if we're in Britain, behave like, if you're in Rome, behave like the Romans. Behave like them, not be them, not become like them. You cannot change your identity. You're a Nigerian, you're a Cameroonian, you're a Ghanaian. That's who you are. Oh. Where you are is your host country. Oh. It's not your country of origin. So please let these girls understand that. Give them a sense of pride. Let them have something to be proud about. Let them have something, to say, this is our own, this is my own, this is our attire. Those of you that you don't use Ankara to sew clothes for your daughters again, I'm watching people of you. You're not using Ankara, you're not using our, you need to wash, let it wash. That's our fabric. It's used to wash. Need to wash. When you wash, buy another 6 yards. Sew again. Then they must say, Mommy, you look like someone that's from the forest. That is our culture. It's so beautiful and unique. You say it to them with such joy that they want it. They want it. I know so. So this weekend, we're counting down. It's just 3 days, 4 days to our girls in diaspora course. You want to get in your girls or the girls that are daughters of your friends and family all around the world. We're welcoming every single one of them to the Girls in Diaspora course. You want to get those details from us, and please attend the course. We're even going to have a session for parents, to parents in the diaspora, parenting girls. We're going to have a specialized session for you. Trust me, this course was our signature course in 2024. It was the most appreciated course. This year, we're even doing better. We are creating more time to have conversations with the girls. Because after I was done with that class, I think I wrote how many more resources after that class, because I was able to see their struggles. I was able to see. So I want to encourage you. Oh, Mrs. Esther says, I speak my language very well. Lucky you. I'm not that lucky. Make sure that your daughters and your sons also speak the language very, very well. Edu Ability says, I concur with you. My daughter struggles with trying to belong but can't feel in. She eventually accepts who she is and her roots. I mean, you think these girls are okay? They are not okay. I understand the balance in identity, yeah, but their roots must come in first. Their root must be there. It cannot be lost. When it's lost, there's a void. That's what I'm saying. There's a void. I'm not saying you should go to the UK and the US and now behave like a bush village African woman. What I'm saying is, as you take up the culture and the way of life of your host country, do not drop your home country zone. Don't balance it. That's the word. And that's what we want to teach the girls this weekend, to balance the two so that they are comfortable, so they don't feel like they are lost. Like if you take this thing away from them, then they don't have an identity again. No, that's not true. And do you know that if your girls can successfully balance these identities, racial bullying will not affect her so badly, because she just feels like, oh, that's on you. I've got a place I come from, and I'm happy and proud about that place. But when they come and tell her, look at you, this black monkey, she feels like her whole life is gone. Why? Can you people please explain to me why our daughters are like they want to die because somebody called them black or somebody called them names? It's because there is nothing else to replace or to counter that abuse or that attack on their country, on their heritage. Prep your girls, prep them. A time will come when these people in the host country will be wanting to come back to see your daughter's place of origin, because of how she has talked about it. In my country, in my state, she's always going like that. These people will have they will have nothing to feed on. We are giving them too much allowance. They just do whatever they like, say whatever they like, and it looks like our daughters are second to them. No, that's not true. Alrighty, so it's time for us to go. We've spent a whooping 22 minutes. Thank you so much, everyone who joined me. I see the likes, I see the waves, I see all the love that you are sending, and I am deeply grateful. Remember, we're trying to build our platforms again because we lost the other ones. Please keep calling your friends, inviting everyone you know, especially those that are parenting girls. I am their girls' coach. That's who I am. Okay, thank you to all the super mamas. I can see you all. Well done for taking care of my queen daughters. God bless you, and hope to see you over the weekend with your daughters for the girls in diaspora. God bless you and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.